Out here on the front battle lines, as usual, delivering goods and things that folks need to all to the elderly, to families, what have you. 99.9% of the things that I deliver is outside, so I'm not houses. The stores are getting thinner and thinner as far as shoppers, so that's a good thing. And when I went to BJ's was my first delivery today, they had people waiting outside. They were kind of like trying to monitor the amount of actual customers going into the store, so that was good. That was a good thing, you know. Motherfuckers still be bringing their whole family out and shit whack. Like nine people in one shopping cart, because ain't nowhere else to go. Y'all better play in your backyard, so play in the freeway. But yeah, I meant to talk about this the other day, but I just didn't get a chance to. But I think it kind of coincides with like the last couple of posts that I made. Anyway, I forget exactly which post it was, but I just blocked the motherfucker because dude was suspect anyway. As far as I could tell, like the energy that he had towards me was kind of whack. And when people basically wish death on you, or like wish sickness or hope that something happens bad to you and yours over nothing, essentially, then really they have no place in your life, man. They just waiting for your downfall. Like I said before, some people want to be right so bad. So some people want to be right so much about bad things that if they're wrong about it and things actually work out and turn out good, they're actually upset about that. You know what I'm saying? Not because, you know, motherfuckers is living. They upset because they're wrong. They were wrong. You know. And this one individual, he said, what did he say? To paraphrase, oh, you've been trolling about the coronavirus for the last couple of weeks. And he was like, watch out, because karma's a motherfucker, you know. Now, the concept, we don't know what the concept of karma is. The concept of karma is if you do negative things in life, negative things will come back to you. And I'm a very firm believer in that. But my question is to this dumbass motherfucker, what is negative about trying to give people encouragement during dark times? What exactly is negative about that, you know? It's negative to them. You know, you want to know why it's negative to him? Because these motherfuckers like doom and gloom. These motherfuckers like being right about evil shit. That's what it is, man. You know? Like I asked a question earlier, like a couple of posts ago. I said one person could die of COVID. Like it was very unfortunate. I think like a newborn, they say they passed from complications of COVID. But even a lot of times when they give those reports, you know, they tell us these things, but how do we really know? We literally got to trust what the news says and say that's what it is. But how do we really know? What inside of our mind gives them the authority to be like, you know what, that person's telling the truth to me, but that person isn't. But you know, I digress. But let's say the child passed away. I've been looking at the CDC numbers, and I think it's getting close to like 200,000 people that have recovered from it. Even though 40,000 people have passed, that's still 5 times more people recovering from it as opposed to people passing away. And it's still a 95% rate of people who are suffering from it. They have just mild conditions. So out of like, I think it's it's close to 1 million people that got that shit. You know what I'm saying? But out of the million people that have it, 95% only show mild symptoms. You know what I mean? And you know, the focus is on the people that are passing away. And you know, you do have to make the news when like people passing away and things of that nature. You definitely have to talk about it to let people know that this is something serious. But at the same time, if somebody is suffering from all the people that are suffering from it, right? What benefit is it to them to constantly hear of the people that are dying from it, as opposed to only hear about the people that are passing away, as opposed to people that are surviving from it? But I don't want to stray off topic. So this person like basically wish bad karma on me. It's because I'm throwing out positive numbers and stats. Like when the news, they're always talking about this negative stuff. I'm trying to throw out positivity. I'm trying to be like, listen, you got a chance. There's a strong chance you're going to survive it. You understand? There's a strong chance your loved ones are going to survive it. If people have underlying health conditions, you know, just put themselves in a position. Don't smoke. Don't eat bad shit. Do the things that you got to do. Stay isolated until this shit blows over for like the next month or so. The next month or a year, 18 months, whatever the fuck it is, you know? But why should bad karma come to me? Because I'm trying to give people a positive outlook and outcome. Just because I give you a positive outlook, I love how people like immune to this shit. You might as well just go outside ass naked, jump around in a mosh pit, you know what I mean, and just fucking spread it amongst yourselves because you're good. You strong of the sort. I'm saying don't be fucking paralyzed with fear, man. Like the worst thing you can be in this situation. Our biggest strength against the COVID is our immune system, right? And if you're spreading stress and death and only spreading stories of death and stress and doom and gloom, you're making people afraid. You're weakening their immune systems more, and people die more because of it. You know what I mean? People, the stress of fear alone could kill you, let alone the disease. There's motherfuckers that's died from stress just from being terrified. So you got the COVID and you terrified at the same time. Like I always say, and I don't mean to reiterate it, I've never heard of a depressed cancer survivor. Never heard of that shit. I've heard of people that were upbeat and that had cancer and they passed away, but I've never heard of, maybe it exists, maybe somebody was just a rotten motherfucker and his rottenness and depression and his sadness is the thing that kept him alive. But somebody else is saying on another one of my posts that that when you have that state of depression, that stress actually releases a chemical. It releases like a hormone. You understand? It releases some type of chemical or whatever that actually suppresses your immune system and suppresses your immunity. So why would you, like, if our immune system is the most positive thing that we can have in our defense against this situation, then why would you want to constantly feed yourself negative stuff? Yeah, be conscious of it. Give your condolences when people pass away. Recognize there's an alligator in that water, and that alligator can bite you. But you know what? If we navigate and work our way around this motherfucker, we could get past that shit and not get eaten by it, you know? It's going to be D hungry. As soon as I hope I meet a stripper named Karma that's dick hungry. That was funny, Andy. I needed that. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, why would somebody look at my post just being positive and saying, if you want to spread the doom and gloom, fuck it. That's what you're going to do. But could you sometimes spread good stuff? People that always spread bad things, you know? And to anybody that's going through it, like I said, anybody that has anybody that passed away, my heart goes out to you and my condolences. Anybody that's suffering, you know, I wish you well and I wish you a speedy recovery. And I hope that you pull through this thing. You know what I mean? But even if you're in that state, you can still, there's still light. I don't know what the light is to you, like the light at the end of the tunnel or the silver lining, but there's different ways that we can fucking deal with this shit. Like, it doesn't always have to be negativity, but I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the people that have a problem with me just trying to be positive about this situation. Why do y'all have a problem with me trying to have a good outlook? Y'all not gonna be happy unless I'm just constantly sharing negative statistics. Forget the almost what's the number? Damn, because it's close to 1 million. Let's say it's 1 million people just for math's sake. Forget the 950,000 people that have mild symptoms and that are pretty much doing okay. Nah, I only want to focus on the 5 grand or whatever. You know, whatever. I'm goofy with math right now. My math is all fucked up, but you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. I think damn, I don't got the numbers. I know I think 40,000 people passed away. I don't know. Damn, I don't got the numbers all in my head right now. I really apologize. A lot of people did pass away worldwide throughout this ordeal. But a lot of people have recovered. Like 5 times people have recovered. It's not even close. You know what I mean? And it's not saying, I don't say this shit. I don't run these stats so you can go outside and be reckless and start having parties and being in social groups. That's not why I'm saying this. I'm saying this to let you know that you have a chance in this ordeal. The situation isn't hopeless. If you or one of your loved ones contracted, they have a chance. They got to fight it. That's all I'm saying. You want to know, like, if you're in war, you know, if you're going into battle, you want to know that you have a fighting chance of whatever situation that it is that you're going through. That's all I want to say. And then when you say 50,000 people worldwide, it's definitely a horrible number. You know what I mean? You don't want anybody to die like from sickness. But there's 8 billion people on Earth. That doesn't represent, I don't know, like point zero zero. I don't know. Like we're not even going to talk about that. And more people have died from other situations by far. It's just that the main thing about COVID is that we, like, the scientists don't really understand it as much, right? The scientists don't understand it. And what else? It's easily spreadable. So that's the thing. They don't want it to get to like epic proportions of 2, 3, 4 million. So like some ridiculous ass shit. So it's good that we're putting the things in place as far as social distancing and keeping up your hygiene, and just don't go outside unless you have to. I'm out. Only reason I'm out because I'm working. You know what I'm saying? If you got to get your goods, that's it. Leave your family home. Go by yourself. Do what you got to do. If you feel sick, stay home. That's pretty much all we can do until these scientists figure out what's going on and come up with some type of treatments. And you said 5,000 U.S. It's 5,000 people, like I said, which is a horrible thing. But then again, there's still 327 million people in the United States. That doesn't even 5,000. Like, honestly, on a grand scale, it's sad, but it's not. It's no comparison to the size of the population of America. Now it can be way more if people be on some dumb shit and they want to fucking be around and still party and like not listen to like the social distancing norms that we have right now. But why should karma hit me? Because I want us to be positive and encouraged and to be upbeat and to be in a good mood as much as we possibly can given the circumstances. All I do is work and I go home. I haven't been creative at all. I got to get back on my arts big time. All I do is work, go home, work on. That's some depressing ass shit, man. You know what I'm saying? The other day, it was crazy. I was watching, I don't know why, like I said, I kept seeing like every other friend of my timeline, somebody was passing away for whatever reason and whatever. I kept seeing that shit, and then it started bringing my mood down. Then I started reading more about death and all that, and I felt like sick. I started to feel ill, like, man. I was like, yo, man, I'm literally poisoning myself with the information I'm putting in my head. Nope. So I started listening to some positive meditation, binaural beats, you know, and just positive suggestive sayings. And I started just reading good news clippings and looking at the different treatments that doctors are coming up and the progress that they're making, and started listening to Joe Rogan. He has a lot of good doctors that are very encouraging. If you listen to Joe Rogan's podcast, he like the last 2 or 3 podcasts he's had a couple of doctors on there, you know, just giving good advice and things of that nature. You know what I mean? I found myself falling into that mode, and that's a microcosm of all of y'all that want to watch this doom and gloom shit constantly, man. That shit makes you ill. That shit is probably almost as dangerous as the virus itself. You know? Feed yourself positivity. Try to put yourself in a good mood as you possibly can. Yes, bad things are going to happen, and it's not something that I can guarantee that you can do at all times, but at least make the attempt, man. But to just fall into the doom, gloom, death, negativity, and constantly run that chant in your head over and over and over again, how is that helping you? How is that helping your immune system? How is that helping your psyche? We understand that people are passing away, you know what I'm saying? But we also understand that we got a fighting chance, and there's more than not we're going to survive this shit. Each individual, more than not, we're going to survive it. Now there are people that have extenuating circumstances, whether you're smokers, whether you're extremely elderly, you know what I mean, you have a compromised immune system. There's exceptions to all rules, right? But if you are a person that has a chance, you have a chance. And if you are a person that has one of those compromised immune systems or situations, still thinking positive is better than thinking negative, thinking that you ain't gonna make it. That's all I had to say. But I gotta get in here, shop these groceries. I will holler at y'all. # everybody need more green. Deuces.